Hello people, welcome to Science Chomp. Today we're going to be talking about natural selection. So natural selection was first postulated by Charles Darwin in 1859 when he published his book on the origin of species. Famously, he studied finches and tortoises on the Galapagos Islands, but since those examples are all over the internet, I'm going to go a different route. I'm going to look at giraffes and how they develop spots. Now, the first thing that you might be thinking is, why do giraffes have spots in the first place? And this is down to camouflage, believe it or not. Now, most people think, wait a second, how can a giraffe camouflage itself? It's gigantic, it's going to stick out like a sore thumb. But if you have a look at these pictures on the screen, you can see that the giraffes are, they're kind of hard to spot. This one, it's a close-up, you can see it. But the one in the middle, the giraffe is over here. And imagine if you were like 50 meters away, 100 meters away, and you're a predator, that's going to be really, really tricky to spot. So how do they develop spots in the first place? Well, it goes a little bit like this. First of all, I hope you like my pictures. These are giraffes. And the first thing that we have to have is a population with variation. Okay, so I'll write variation over here. So there's some organisms without spots and some with spots. So this would have just happened through just random mutation, and a characteristic was passed down from its parents. Now, this on its own doesn't explain why all of the giraffes today have spots. So what we need is something known as selection pressure. Selection pressure is something that's going to reduce the population size. And in this case, the selection pressure comes in the form of a lion. Now the lion, obviously he's going to be hunting these things, or rather his lionesses will be hunting, and he might join in. And what they're going to do, they're going to basically go for the easy kill. Now the easy kill in this case is going to be like the giraffe that doesn't have any spots, because they're the ones which are easy to spot. So we have this situation. So here we have the lion killing the unspotted giraffe, because the unspotted giraffe is less well adapted. Now obviously if things start getting killed, they're going to have less children than the ones with the spots. So the ones with the spots, we say they are better adapted. Because they're less likely to be killed, they're more likely to have kids. Or as we say in science, they're more likely to have offspring. And after many generations, what basically happens is the ones with the spots have more children than the ones without the spots. And over time, the ones without the spots become the minority. So over many generations of this happening, where the lions just eat the ones which are less well adapted, you end up with a population filled with organisms which are better adapted. There we are, that's basically just how it works. So I'll just go over it again very briefly. So first of all, you have a population with variation. Just through random mutation, you end up with particular characteristics which may be better suited to the environment. You have a selection pressure, which is going to reduce the population size. And the better adapted are more likely to have offspring, whereas the less well adapted are more likely to get killed off. So then over many generations, all of them end up having that better adaptation. And that's natural selection for you. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.